Mortgage rates jumping this week as the housing affordability crisis worsens. The average rate on a 15-year fixed mortgage rose to 6.25%. The 30-year rate hit 6.95%. Gene Marks, CPA and finance expert, joins us now. Gene, good morning.
Mike, how are you?
Great, great. So those higher interest rates keep those of us who have mortgages in the 3 to 4% range out of the market, right? And that causes an inventory problem, doesn't it?
Yeah, you got it 100%. I mean, look, if you've got a mortgage of 3%, why are you going to sell your home and then take on a mortgage at 7%? It just doesn't make sense. And that's why, like, the supply of homes have gone down, right, about like 40%. Some pre-COVID sales are down as well. So it's like the market is dead, but there are a lot less homes to buy, and the world is made up of supply and demand. And when there's less homes to buy, it pushes up the price of those homes. So the higher price of homes and these higher interest rates, it's making housing a real tough buy for a lot of people.
A new report published by real estate data provider Adam, which examined 589 U.S. counties, determined that median-priced homes in about 80% of those areas are out of reach for the average income earner who makes about $71,000 annually. Does that force a price correction at some point, or does that force young professionals to rent long term?
Overall, I mean, a bank rate survey was just published recently that showed that it is now cheaper to rent in all 50 states compared to buying a home. But, Mike, call me, an optimist if you want, but I think there will be good things ahead. And I'll tell you the reason why. When interest rates do start to come down, and they will start to come down, I think that's going to have an enormous impact on the buying market. I mean, right now, there was a recent survey from an economic group that found that 72% of aspiring buyers, and these are younger potential homeowners, they want to buy once rates start coming down. Right now at current rates for a $400,000 home, you're paying around $3,000 a month for a 30-year mortgage. It's a lot. But when rates come down, I think it'll have a big impact, and that will then increase the supply. I think that will have a positive impact on overall housing prices, and also hopefully provide a lot of opportunities for the businesses that rely on the real estate industry. So that's what I'm expecting to see. I'm hoping to see it soon.
Let's talk student loans. 42.8 million people owe $1.62 trillion. Nearly half of them are not paying that back. Are the president's promise to forgive some of that student loan debt causing people to not pay?
Yeah, I mean, don't you feel the same way? I mean, there's been so many promises of relief from student debt, and then the president puts forward a plan, and then the Supreme Court overturns it, and then the president defies the Supreme Court and tries another plan. And if you're a student loan holder, you're confused by what's going on. And I think that has a lot to do with why a lot of these student loan holders are not paying back their student loans. Another big portion of it, though, Mike, is just income. I mean, there's a survey that comes out every month from Paychex, the payroll company, and they showed this month, the average person's getting about 3% on a year increase in their pay. Inflation is at 3% as well. So it's kind of canceling each other out. People just don't seem to have enough money to pay back some of these loans. And I think that's also having a problem.
Question, we're almost out of time. So is it a sign they cannot pay, or is it a sign they don't believe there will be consequences?
I think, like everything, there's always multiple answers to a simple question like that. And I think that's the case here. Yeah, there are some people that cannot pay, but I do think there is a lot of confusion in the market. If I can just say anything to your viewers, please, you have the means to pay your loans, because if you ignore this, it goes on your credit report. And especially if you're a younger borrower, it will have significant impact on your ability to get a mortgage in the future or other debt. So don't ignore it. If you owe the money, you should start paying it back.
Gene Marks, thanks so much for your time and your analysis.
Thanks, Mike. You take care.
Jackie?